It's early here in Texas. Having some technical difficulties, but internet's down, so we're hotspotting. And I can't get my stuff to sync. You know, just little details. Okay, are you ready to get going with the core workout? Good morning, good morning. How is everyone? We're going to start this morning with the core workout. I know a lot of you have mentioned that you need help building your core. I'm not talking six-pack abs with this one. I'm talking we've got to work on stabilization, building up your hip mobility, working on just keeping it all together and under. So that's where we're going to start today. Are you ready to work out with me? I get ready and then all my stuff turns off. I'm like, stop that. Anyway, okay, turn on some music. My internet's not working, so we're gonna play it this way, but it's gonna be quiet and I'm just gonna be breathing loud. It's gonna be fabulous. So let's start with, just get warmed up. Let's do a few jumping jacks, okay? Just do like 8 right here, 10, something like that. Just jump it out. Now I'm going to do side to side. Just pick up that knee. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Keep it up. Really keep that core tight. And 2 more. Arm circles back. Take it back. There you go. I like it. You know, the older I get, the more my shoulders crunch and it makes me laugh. I'm like, come on, at least it doesn't hurt, right? Let's go forward. Take it up and up. There you go. Bring it forward. Tummy's tight here. Don't arch that back too much. All right. Can you lean to the right? Stick that booty back. It's the only time I really let you stick that booty back. Otherwise, we're keeping it on keeping the booty in the back door. I used to teach dance. And I'm always like, keep the booty inside. Don't let it go out the back door. Give me 4 more. And 3. Actually, now 3. 2. Last one. All right, bring those feet together. I want you to put your hands on your knees and I'm just going to arch your back up. And release. And up. And release. Blow out all that air. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. All right, roll it all the way up. Pull the shoulders back. And let's get my timer started because you know I'm not going to be able to count and do this. We're going to start with surrenders. So what that looks like is you're just going to take a knee. You're going to go down, down, up, up. We're going to do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. And it's going to feel like a whole minute because it is, right? All right, here we go. Let's start on the right foot. Let's take it down, core in, knee out, up, down, down. You're gonna make sure that knee's at a 90-degree angle. Every time you step up, you're gonna press through that heel as you step up. Not on your toes, right? Press through that heel. You're going down, down, up, up. Remember to take it at your own pace. 3. We're gonna switch sides, so start with your left knee. Down, down, up, up. Really push through that front heel. Right here, press up, right? I know it seems easy at first, and when you get going, you're like, whoo, feel that burn, right? But you know what? If we're not burning that butter, then we're not doing any good. Come on, get in it with me. We're starting to drain off right. Last one. All right, take a deep breath. And let it out. I've hit my hands on the fan, so we gotta be careful. Next one is gonna be flamingos. You're gonna take your hands behind your head or at your heart. All we're doing is taking one foot off the ground, we're leaning forward, keeping everything tight, and then standing back up, okay? 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. Everything's gonna stay nice and tight. Are you ready? Here we go. Really take those hands wherever you feel like you're balanced. If you need them out, that's fine. The trick is, as you come back up, squeeze that booty under, right? Squeeze it back under. You can always tap that foot in between. And you should start feeling it. And mine's my right hip. You're taking it over. Tip me over and pour me out. Squeeze it under. 3. And we're going to switch sides. 1. Swap side. Other foot. 1. Take it over. Right. I love how my seconds talks to me. She's kind of like Siri. She doesn't say all the words right. Take it over. And up. Take it over. And up. If this is ever too much, you can always just tap that foot back and tap it under. You're still squeezing that same glute muscle, right? 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Rest. And up. So really, you're just working that muscle. You're keeping your core engaged the whole time. Next up, we've got shoulder plank taps. So we're gonna go down to a plank. Your hands are right under your shoulders. Your hips are in line with your spine. Your head is in line with your spine. If this is too much, drop down to your knees. If that doesn't change your position, you can hold it here, or when we start, we're gonna do taps. So you're just tapping each shoulder. I'm gonna turn a little bit so you can see, but you're keeping those hips square, and you're just tapping, okay? You can either take that on your feet or your knees. And I've got a few of you that are just really starting out. You can also just take it in a tabletop. Get your arms used to holding up that weight, okay? So there's like all kinds of options. And just because you have to modify today doesn't mean you will tomorrow. That's why we're doing this. You're building up that strength, okay? You want to keep that tummy sucked in, belly button to your spine, tuck your tailbone under. Your booty shouldn't be up here. It should be right in line. You should feel this in your abs. You should feel it in your arms, right? We're working that total body. I love planks because they are a total body workout. Keep those wrists right underneath your shoulders. We're here for a whole minute. So you want to be sure to pace yourself. 2. Last one. Drop down to those knees. Very good. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm breathing hard already. This is a good little workout. Okay, we're going to be on our knees this time. Kind of like I showed you in that modification. You're going to take opposite arm and leg. My right arm, left leg. All we're doing is lifting the shoulder and hip height and lowering back down. Raise it up and back down. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. So you're doing that 30 seconds, then we'll switch sides. Here we go. Join me now. Take it up and down. Up and down. And this exercise is fairly easy. But it works on that core stabilization. It works on your back strength. Your whole posterior chain kind of works on this one. Well, at least on one side, right? And we're trying to learn that balance, right? Keeping that core in. Belly button tucked to the spine. 3 inches up. 2. And we're going to switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Here we go. Take it up and down. Up and down. See, fairly easy. Maybe you can kind of feel a little fire in that booty, right? Maybe a little bit in your shoulder if you're not used to moving like this. But it's mainly working that core. You're keeping it all tight. You don't want to sink down or arch up. You want it all to stay right in line. Like I'm not even looking at the camera, right? Because we're right in line. Give me one more. And come down to those knees. All right, next we're going to do standing side crunches. So come back up to those feet. And all we're going to do is hands behind your head. We're going to crunch up to the side. 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other, okay? But you're really going to feel it under your oblique, okay? Who says you can't get abs without doing sit-ups? I mean, you probably should do a few sit-ups, but that's neither here nor there. Here we go. Take it up and down, up and down, up, down, up. Just keep going. And just keep swimming. I always like Dory on email. She's like, just keep swimming. That's exactly how life is, right? You just gotta keep going. Hey, so what? You have to take a little break. Hop right back in it with me, right? Don't break forever. Don't go get you a donut. Keep going, right? We're gonna switch sides. Hands up again. And you're just taking that knee to that elbow, knee to elbow, right? Boom. Really crunch right there in those abs. Tummy is always tight. You don't ever want to let that tummy hang out. You want to keep it in. We're protecting that back. Your back is such a vital lifeline for you that you want to protect it all the time. Strengthen it, protect it, all those good things. Good job. Keep crunching. Just keep crunching. Give me one more. And take a little break. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, next up is, I think I may have paused it. Hold on. There we go. Glute bridge. We're going to take it back down. I want you to really focus on tilting your pelvis, your pelvic bone towards your nose. This is going to sound funny, but keeping your back on the ground, you're going to tilt your pelvis under, and all we're going to do is raise your hip bones straight to the ceiling. Head, neck, and shoulder are on the ground, and we just raise up and lower down. Try to keep that spine in perfect alignment. Here we go. 1 minute, so pace yourself. Take it up and down, up and down. Take it up and down. Really pause at the top and squeeze those glutes. You know, you gotta work on those summer peaches in the winter, right? And we're not even in the winter yet, but we're getting closer. Take it up and down and up and down. Take it up and down, up and down. Keep that squeeze on, because if we don't squeeze it, no one will. Take it up and down and up and down. Probably totally inappropriate comment, but you know it's true. Take it up and down. This is just a good starting point to keep those glutes nice and strong, right? Tummy tight. This actually works your lower abs as well as your booty. If you're doing it right. Give me one more. Lower it down. All right, pull those knees in. We are going to turn over to one side. We're going to hit side planks with a hip drop. So your elbow is right underneath your shoulder. Legs out straight, and you're just going to lift up. We're going to drop a hip and up. This is too much for you. You can always bend that bottom knee and dip from here, right? There's always variations of things you can do. If this is too much, just hold this, right? Don't do the dip. Here we go. Take it down. We've only got 30 seconds on each side. You can do this. Take it down and up, down and up. Your goal is to keep that shoulder right in line with your elbow. Pretend put a beach ball or something right here and you're squeezing it underneath. You should be feeling this right here in those abs. Up, down, up. Remember those modifications with the bent knee or just holding it up. All right, we're going to flip sides. I'm showing modifications. It's always good, right? Here we go. Take it up and down, up. You just have everything all in line. You're in a straight line. Your feet aren't kicked out weird. I do tend to space my feet out at the bottom because it's a little bit harder if you do it like this. So see, you can go up in modification, you can go down in modification. It is all good. You're working. I'm telling you, no matter what you do, you're lapping those kids on the couch. That's all I gotta say. Take it down. Up. Give me one more. Oh, squeeze it up. And lower down. All right, you get a 1 minute break. Get yourself a glass of water, not a whole glass, a sip of water. And then we're going to start back over with surrenders, okay? I'm going to get me some Energize, because it is my magic drink in the morning. And I drink it every morning. I love it. There's lemon, there's fruit punch, there's berry. Fruit punch is my favorite. You know, sometimes I add some, what's that called? Emergency in there, because you know, we gotta keep our immune systems boosted, right? Especially right now with everything going on in the world. All right, so we're gonna start over with surrenders. Now that you know what all the exercises are, we can go through them a little bit quicker. We're going down, down, up on our knees, right? Pushing through that front heel, building up that quad strength and your hip strength. Very important for the core, right? All right, here we go. We're taking it down, down, up, up. I'm gonna turn just so you can kind of see my body position as I do this. My toes are still on the floor in the back, and I push through that heel. I'm taking that right leg down and back up. Take it down. My tummy's tight all the time. I'm using that front leg really, that back leg's there just to create a kickstand. Give me one more on this side, and we're gonna switch sides. Take it down, down. Really, when you're switching sides, it's not doing that much different. You're still working the same muscles, right? But it just gives you that front leg that's pushing a little bit more. Don't forget to breathe. As I get to talking to you guys, I kind of forget to breathe because I'm like, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, keep breathing. Just like swimming, keep breathing. Take it down. Last one, bring it up. Ah, very nice. I'm hoping you felt that. Get your heart pumping, gets that heart rate up a little bit. Sometimes some of the exercises aren't that hard. They're just getting you to keep everything all together, right? Like this flamingo. All we're doing is taking it forward and up, okay? Are you ready? Let's see. We still have 7 seconds. I put in a 20-second break in between each of our exercises just so we have a chance to breathe. Here we go. Take it over and up. It's kind of a typical circuit training or HIIT training. We're not putting the cardio into it that I would if we were doing a real HIIT training, but it's all good in the neighborhood. You're just taking it over and squeezing it under. Take it over. Also, you can pray your hands. I like to pray for a little extra balance, right? Switch sides. I'm going to face you this time. Here we go. Take it over and up. Remember, if your balance is off, hold on to a chair, right? Or a couch or something that's stable. It's not going to fall over on you. Take it over. You can always tap that toe in between, get your balance, and come back over. You want to make sure everything is squeezed in. Ooh, Andy has no balance today. And up. I think it's one leg. You always have one leg that's stronger than the other one, right? Do one more. Rest. And stand up. Oh, namaste. We're not yogaing, but that did not go so well on that side. I have a very much stronger side than the other one. We're going to take it down to the ground, and we're going to do our plank taps, right? So you keep those wrists under your shoulders, tummy's tight, head on the spine. Like when I film myself, I see that I kind of dip my head, and I shouldn't. Like it should all just be one straight line. Let's take it down. Y'all can tell me if I'm doing all right? Have those feet a little bit wider to keep your hips from shifting. A lot of people do a lot of like movement. No. All stays in together, right? Belly button to your spine. And remember, anytime you can take that modification. Take those knees down, but see, it doesn't change where my alignment is. I stay right here. Wrists under shoulders, hips tight. I squeeze my glutes, squeeze my hamstrings, and I keep it going. Take it up and tap. Tap, and remember, you're just starting out. Hit that tabletop. Hands and knees. Just get used to holding your weight, right? It's a hard thing to do. And build your way up to this. That's what this is. This is building blocks, right? You don't start out with a 3,000 piece Lego set. You start with like a 12 piece. And they're big blocks, right? 3. All right, last one. Take it down to those knees. Rest. All right, I think we're going to go into bird dogs next. Remember, that's where we have one arm out, one leg out, and we're just lifting and lowering, okay? All right, come up to those hands and knees. Make sure that belly button is sucked into your spine, not arched, just nice, neutral spine. I'm going to take that right arm, left leg, and all we're doing is lifting and lowering, okay? You guys are killing this. Don't forget to breathe. Here we go. And down. This is really helping your spine muscles elongate and contract. And that way you have good posture. You're standing up straight. Not only are we working our abs, we're working those muscles that run down the center of your, like the sides of your spine. Okay? We're just lifting and lowering. 30 seconds on one side. And then we switch and go to the other side. Here we go. Switch hands and feet. Take it up and down, up and down, up and down. and down. Up. I always like this exercise. It gives me a chance to breathe, right, ladies? Or gents, whoever's joining us today. Take it up and down. Up and down. Up, down. Up, down. Last few right here. Oh, just one more. And down. Very nice. I'm hoping you kind of felt that on your, right there in your back, because that's where we want to build it up. And it's hard to get used to stabilizing yourself with that opposite motion. So it's a good balance one. It keeps your balance in check. All right, standing side crunches. We're going to be here, right? And all we're doing is taking that leg, that knee to that elbow, and up. I'm not doing it weird this way. It's just to the side, right? And do you want that balance a little more? Try not to tap that foot in between. Yeah, this may not be the side for me to show you guys this, but you're just down and crunch. And crunch. You should feel it right there in your obliques. Don't pull on that head. Like I'm just touching my ears. I'm not pulling, right? Take it down. And up. And crunch. And crunch. And you know, we're going to switch sides, right? Here we go. Take it up. It's only 30 seconds on each side. We can do anything for 30 seconds. That's what I always tell my ladies that I teach. Take it up. And up. And crunch. And remember, you can always tap in between if your balance is struggling. If you're just tired. I don't really have a modification for this one. You just keep trying. Take it up. And up. Really crunch those abs. And up. Very nice. Last one. All right, next up is, I would tell you that glute bridges. Take it down. My watch likes to play games with me and just turns off. All right, we're down. Feet right behind our glutes, right behind our little booties. Taking those hips straight up in the air. Keeping your tummy tight, your belly button sucked into your spine. And we're just lifting and lowering. I want you to tilt that pelvis towards your nose. It's a hard thing to do, but you get the idea. 3, 2. Here we go. Let's take it up and down. London bridges falling down. You know, I always think of funny things when I'm working out because it just entertains me more, right? It's boring if you're just sitting here pushing your hips up and down. Squeeze them. It's like you're wringing out the sponge. Right? Take it up and down. Squeeze it and down. We gotta burn that butter, right? We gotta burn it off somehow. Take it up and down. And you're already halfway there. You're doing something, right? That is burning some butter. Take it up and down. Only 20 seconds left. And down. Take it up and down. Give that little pause at the top and release. And pause. And try not to let your hips go all the way down. I mean, you're just adding that extra layer of craziness, keeping those booties up, right? If we don't lift them, we're gonna have pancake booties. We don't want that. Take it up. Last one, lower it down. All right, let's roll it up. We're gonna come to seated and hit our side plank. Remember your modifications on this. Knee bent on the bottom, and you're just lifting, or your feet are out and you're lifting. If the lifting with your hip is too much, just hold the plank, right? We're building up that strength in your shoulder, building up the strength in your abs. It's all gonna be fine, right? Okay, get your spot, pick your poison, take it up. Here we go. Take it down. Up, down, up, down. Try to keep that head in line with the spine. And you'll notice I kind of drop my head or I'm looking weird. You want to keep everything in alignment as much as possible. If you have a mirror or a window you can watch yourself in, it is an awesome way to keep you safe and checking your form. Form is so important. And I don't mean you're checking out your peaches in the mirror. I mean checking out to make sure that your elbows under your shoulder and your hips are in line and your head's in line and all those good things that we talk about. Keeping that tummy sucked in, right? Take it down and up. Hope you made that switch with me. And down, up, down, up. And now that we're talking about core a little bit in this workout, don't forget, abs aren't made here. I mean, yeah, the muscles are, but abs are actually made in the kitchen. Do one more. And take a little break. And I think we're headed back to the top. Yep. So go ahead and stand up, get your drink of water, but I want you to really focus on your nutrition. What you're fueling your body with is going to make a huge difference. I didn't do very good last week, and like the scale showed it this morning. I haven't like put on inches or anything like that, but I was like, oh, I fell off the wagon. So anyway, it's Monday. It's a good start. For me here, it's Monday. You get on it, you just start over. It's not the end of the world, right? Well, what we know of. All right, we're going to start it with surrenders. This is our last time through. You guys have got this. You know the exercises. You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm going to say. Push that heel. Work on those booties, right? Keep that core engaged. Don't be getting lazy on me. We want to keep it all in, right? Okay, so with that being said, we're going to start over. I'm going to start on my right leg lead. We're going to take it down and up. Here we go. Take it down and up. You know, once you get used to these exercises, there's a lot you can add weights to. Like I can hold 8 or 10 pound weights right here. And it just adds that extra as you're getting up, right? I want you to work on this week also. If you're on the floor playing with the kids, or you're on the floor looking at files or whatever it is you're doing, try to get up with no hands. It's always entertaining to try this. Switch sides. My left leg leads. And press it up. Take it down. And up. And you know, it's allergy season here in Houston. So my nose is running. I'm kind of laughing because I'm like, anytime I have any kind of sniffle, I'm like, is it COVID? And it's so not COVID. Anyway, take it down and up. Pushing through that front heel. We're going a little faster. It's our last time through. Give me one more. Don't you cheat yourself. Come on. There you go. All right, next up is flamingos. Remember, we're just tipping it over like a little teapot, right? Don't shout. It's going to be all right. All right, wherever you want your hands. I'm going to take that right foot back, catch my balance, figure out where my feet need to be, and we're just going to tip it over and bring it up. Okay, all stays in a perfect line. You're not bending all weird. Join me now. Here we go. Take it over and up. I like my little watch timer because it keeps me going. Otherwise, I would talk way too much to you guys. When we do like 3-minute planks, and y'all be like, oh, I'm dying. You could totally do it, but try to keep those shoulders back. Keep that belly in. Always be thinking, keeping that belly button to your spine. It is so important for your balance. All right, we're going to switch sides. Okay, here we go. Take it over and up. As you can tell, this is my side that struggles. Like you can see my foot just working down there if you really look. So anyway, we're going to spread those toes out. Anchor that big toe to the ground, really. It's like a hook. I like to think of it as a hook. It helps me balance. We did find out, like in one of my classes, you touch your nose. It makes it easier to balance. And because you're focused on it, if you hold your ears, it makes it a little easier to balance. We kind of stuff. I think it's because you're focused on something besides what you're doing. But you're looking at one spot, you're really focused. So it helps. Just try. Find that thing that helps you. All right, next up, we're going to do plank shoulder taps. So we're going to take it down to the ground. Whew, I got greedy. All this talking is wearing me out, girls. And gents, I don't know who's joining us, but here we are. All right, remember, this is a modification because you're still holding yourself up, right? But if you're joining it all the way, let's hit that plank, keeping our spine in line, and we're going to start tapping in and out. But remember, you're here for a minute, right? So you don't want to get all crazy on me. Don't be like speed tapping, right? You want to just tap it out. Just like in tap class, tap it out. Good day, bad day, tap it out. No, seriously, work it out. I'm telling you, when I work out, my mood lifts so much. It changes my whole trajectory of my day. I do my workouts in the morning because if I don't, I will not do them in the afternoon. It's just something about my timing and being busy with the girls and whatnot. So anyway, it's very important for me to get my workout in the morning. And I'm telling you, I'm working up a little sweat here. 17 seconds left. You got this. You can do anything for like 10 seconds, right? Come on. Keep it up. Keep those hips from rocking. Take it up and tap. And tap. And tap. All right, bring it down to those knees. We're gonna go into those bird dogs. Nice restful break, right? You're still working those spine erector muscles. I think I just used my hick accent on that, but there you go. And we're gonna take one arm out, one leg out, and we're lifting and lowering, right? All right, I don't know if that was thunder or my next door neighbor's car. That was really loud outside. Hands up your shoulder, and we're gonna take one hand forward and one leg back, opposites, right? And all we're doing is lifting and lowering. Take it up and down. Give me a squeeze at the top. Just a little, then hold, and hold. Because you don't just be flopping around. You own this. Don't let these arms and legs own you. You own them, right? You tell them what to do most days. Lift and lower. Lift. If you work out with me for any amount of time, you'll realize I crack myself up, right? Just give me one more. And switch sides. Left hand, right leg. Here we go. Take it up and down. Give me that tiny pause at the top. Right, I'm going to take a picture. Cheese. And back down. Take it up and down. So it's a tiny little hold and release. Hold and release. Keep going and release. Take it up and release. Take it up. A lot of you are still working from home. If you need to, drop down and do this. After you're done like that, take a little child stretch back, right? Give you that little shoulder stretch. Anything you can do during the day to move, go take a quick walk, that sort of thing. You want to make sure that you're moving your body more than you're sitting. And right now, that's what we do. We sit all the time. Chairs are the killer of mobility. But all the time, like you get off a plane and you're like, oh, I need to go sit down, I'm tired. We're not tired, we're just lazy sometimes. But that's okay, sometimes. Other times we're doing side crunches. Here we go. Take it up and down, up and down. Squeeze those obliques. Take it up and down. You're rocking it. I'm loving it. Going McDonald's. Uh-oh. Just made you think of McDonald's, my bad. Oh, give me that squeeze and release. Remember, if you want to really try to balance, which I probably need to work on my balance on this side, right? Take it up and down. Give me one more. And switch sides. Here we go. Take it up and down. Up. And there's no rest in between. No, we were working that side. We're working it now. Come on. Bring it up and down. Up and down. Up. Woo, I got pushed myself over. I was squeezing so hard. Take it up and down. Up and down. Keep it up. Don't quit. We're almost through. Seriously. You're doing such a good job. All right, working that core. Okay, we're going back down to the floor. We're going to do our glute bridges. So remember, heels up by your hips. Tailbone tilted under. Tummy, belly button stuck to the spine. All those things you got to remember. And then we're going to squeeze our peaches. We always want to squeeze the peaches. Not somebody else's peaches, just our own. But we're going to squeeze them regardless, all right? Get those hips behind your heels behind your hips. And we're going to lift and lower. Here we go. Take it up and down. Squeeze it up and down. You really want to lift those glutes. It's another one. You want to pause at the top. Give me that picture, right? Squeeze and down. And try not to let those hips come all the way down. Try to hold them just an inch off the ground, right? We're squeezing and we're lowering. Take it up and down. Take it up and down. Take it up and down. Keep squeezing. And you know what's next? We've only got 2 exercises left after this. It's the same exercise, just 2 different sides. Squeeze it up and down. I want you to hold it up, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. And release. Take it up and release. Give me another one. And down and up and down. You've got 5 seconds left. Oh, 3. And take it down. All right, we're going to roll over to one side. We're going to do our side planks with the hip drop. Remember your modifications. You can start here. You can start here. You can move between the two. I love it. So during your 3rd time, try to do a full plank. And do it a few times and see how you feel. And then drop that knee, right? Push yourself just a little bit further than you think you can go. Because you can go farther than you think. I follow this guy named David Goggins, and he's like this ultra marathon guy. He's in like all the elite branches of the military. He's crazy. He's a cool guy, but crazy. Anyway, we're hip dropping, so join me now. Take it down. And I followed him, but he was saying that when you're tired and you think you can't go any farther, you're only like at 40% of your capacity. There's 60% of you still left. It's just your brain telling yourself you're exhausted. You're not. Your body can do so much more than you think it can. Now, I'm not saying go injure yourself. Switch sides for me. Here we go. Take it up and down. This is our last full exercise. You got this. But anyway, I'm not saying injure yourself or push yourself to injury, but I'm also saying you can do 2 more reps. You can try it on your feet, right? Then drop down to your knees. See what you can do. You'll surprise yourself. There was these things I used to try in yoga, and I'd be like, oh, there's no way I can do that. And I would try it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it looked ugly, but I did it. So yeah, I need to work on it to get better. Give me 1 more, and take it down. Whew. You guys did an amazing job. So let's stretch out a little bit, and I'll let you get on with your day. All right, just sit comfortable right now. I'm just going to take 1 arm across, drop that shoulder. A lot of people stick it up, and you want it down. I'm going to stretch out those shoulders a little bit. I love when my computer tells me my connection is unstable. I'm like, dang it. Anyway, switch sides. And other arm. Remember, your shoulders don't have to be by your ears. Put them down. I mean, they're close enough. They don't need to be any closer. Right? That's just stress. We don't need more stress in our life. And breathe. Take some time to just relax. All right, stretch those arms out. We're going to take that tricep back. Left arm up. All you're doing is taking that hand straight down your back. I don't know if you can see me in my mirror over there, but my hand just going straight down. My head's still looking up. And we're stretching out our horseshoes, our little triceps right there, right? Switch sides. Take that right arm back. Don't forget to breathe. The hard part's over. Stretching is my favorite. All right, take your feet together. We're going to do what's called a butterfly. So we're going to take the soles of our feet together. You're going to sit up nice and tall. I like to lean forward. Try to keep that back straight. You're going to lean forward. I put a little pressure on my knees just to get a better stretch with my elbows, right? If this is all you can do and you feel the stretch, then that's fine. Stay there. That's where you are today. You may be touching your nose to the floor tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know what your flexibility level is, but some days it's better than others. So just do what you can do. All right, I want you to take one leg out straight, cross the other one over. Take this arm, that's the straight leg. You're going to hug your knee, put that other hand behind you, and just stretch up tall. Look over to that other shoulder, right? You should feel it in your hips. You should feel a nice spinal rotation, right? But keep that belly in. We always want to keep that belly button sucked into our spine. And let's switch sides. Hug that knee. Twist that twist. Twist that twist. You know, they were saying, I do a lot of research, and the proverbial they say this spinal twists are so good for like digestion and stuff. So like, you know, when you're in yoga and you do the chair twist, it's supposed to be good for digestion. So, you know, little useless fact, but twist a lot. It'll help your digestion. All right, I want you to come up to those knees. And we're going to stand up on our knees. And I want you to take one leg forward. And you're just kind of I'm going to turn so you can kind of see me. I'm just in 90-90, but all I'm going to do is press those hips forward. I don't ever want my toe to go past my knees, though. I mean, my knee to go past my toes. Either way, I'm hoping you get me. Press those hips forward. You should feel a nice hip flexor stretch right there. Tummy's still tight. Don't be all crazy on me. All right, and let's pull it back. Pull that toe up. If this is enough for you, great. If you need more to feel that hamstring stretch, go ahead and take those hands down to the ground on either side of your leg. And I'm kind of rushing through this because I think we're past our 30 minutes. I was trying so hard to keep it to just 30 minutes, but it's going to be like 35. It's going to be okay though. All right, take that other foot forward, and we're just going to press those hips forward. Tummy tight still. And we're stretching. You know, you crunch it all up by getting those muscles working, but then you got to stretch it all back out. Just helps the healing process, right? If you need to arch your back up a little bit here to get a better stretch, you can. Don't go crazy on me though. You want to keep it pretty neutral, right? All right, from here, try it with no hands and try to stand up.
We did it! You guys did so good. Thank you for joining me to work out today. Use this 2 or 3 times a week just to build up that core strength. Do just one set of it even. Like we go through it 3 times to hit our 30 minutes. Do it 1 time just to build up that strength. Do something. Everybody has to start somewhere. Everybody has to build up strength. So just do it. Just like Maggie says. Anyway, I hope you have a fabulous